Closing the door. Am I closing the door? We're still walking in. Go ahead. I didn't play enough. I didn't play well enough. Too many turnovers. Lots of opportunities, especially when we get on the other side of the 50, and I wasn't able to, get us in the box.
Interception. What'd you see on that play?
I knew it was going to be a tight window throw. I'd have to watch the film to see it from the eyes, film's point of view. Ultimately, it's a play that I didn't make. He got a hand on the ball, and I didn't make the play.
Is that like a high-low concept, and you see is that the first progression?
That's a play that we've made a million times in that scenario versus a cloud corner, and I didn't make that play this time around.
Do you find you were trying to make too many tight window type of throws and take more chances than usual?
No.
Protecting the ball now, something that's a point of pride for you. What was the difference, I guess, tonight?
I think winning is a point of pride to me. That's why we play the game. And I got to find ways to lead our team to victories. It's not something that's foreign to us. We're just not able to do it at the moment. And it starts with me and how I play, how I lead, and how I go out there and do my job. So when I look at it, at any point, it's about how I respond to a test, how I respond to it, and what level of resilience and resolve I have to push forward and figure things out.
On that final drive, you got the big offside goal to keep the drive alive. What was the feeling amongst the fellas? Looked like you were going to win the score.
Yeah, well, there's a ton of confidence in those moments in the game. You live for those opportunities. You live for those moments, and everything was trending forward in terms of our execution and us taking advantage of our opportunities going down the field. Ultimately, I was one play off, and credit to that defense being able to be as disruptive as they were. Ultimately, it's a test and it's a challenge that I accept, and I look at it and I have the focus to learn from it.
Are you viewing tonight as an outlier, or do you consider the interception and the overall turnovers the team's had over the past 3 weeks?
That's for everyone else to determine. For me, we lost the game, and I didn't play well enough to help us win the game, and so I look at it as like I look at every game in terms of win or loss, how I respond to what the game presented itself. And so that's my mentality.
You said you think things are trending up. I feel like tonight's performance overall in offense was something that went in the right direction?
I mean, we got to go out there and got to put it together. And at the end of the day, the we, I look at it as I. That's I. It starts with me. It starts with me and how I play. Like I said, how I lead, and it's my ability to go out there and figure it out. There's no excuses. I know, again, all that's subjective in terms of how you look at it. Is it, obviously we always feel like we got a chance, but we just got to come together and find ways to win, and I have to find a way to win.
Three passes that you wish you had back. The one obviously that went through his hands, interception. The first pass, a deep one, and then the one into the end zone. You kind of laid right there for him. Did he express to you that as well, and what you see from your vantage point?
I know there's definitely some that he want back. There's some that we all want back. It's something that we'll all learn from and be better from. I think that's, in hindsight, what's great about this opportunity is to find out what's really inside and go back to work, band together, and respond.
Wow, in the second quarter, the interception and then the fumble. Did that kind of typify the frustration of the night?
As frustrating as the night was, we had an opportunity to win the game in the end. Had the ball in my hands, driving down the field, having everything, on our terms to a sense, and I didn't bring it home. So that's how I look at it.
Just for you guys, you lost 3 games in a row. You got 4 games left, obviously, beginning of Sunday against the Raiders.
Yeah.
What do you guys have to do to kind of turn around?
I have to find a way to win, and we all have to have that same mentality. But it starts with me.
It seems you're putting a lot on your shoulders. Is that a reflection of accountability of the position? Is it a reflection of the way you're playing? How do you do that?
All encompassing. It's that way when we have success, and it's that way when we have these tough times. But at the end of the day, it's all about how you respond to it. So it definitely stings. Definitely stings. But how do you respond? And that's the only way I know how to look at it. And again, you're gonna see what type of resolve does this team have? What type of resolve do we have within? What's in us to respond the way we want to? And so we just got to dig.
Two more questions. The changes that were made heading into this game seemed like there was a little more motion, maybe some different personnel packages. Do you think that they benefited the offense and that it's a step in the right direction in terms of getting the offense going?
What do you mean?
They could confirm that he took more of a vocal presence in meetings. Do you think these changes benefit the offense?
I think we had a lot of opportunity out there. We had a lot of opportunity out there. Nick stepped in, and I think he played a very good role this week, provided some structure and kind of organized some things for us. Obviously, we still have ways and room for improvement, but I look at myself first. I look the man in the mirror first and say, how can I respond to all those things? So the mentality, as I've said, is to execute everything as called and try and bring the strategy, that we're taking in that game to life as best as I can. And I just want to find ways to continue to improve that.
Last one, the way that the Chargers played you defensively, the way that future defenses might play you in light of the film they see, how do you feel about how you attacked it in the passing game? There were some, especially over the middle with Devontae hitting in the stride in overtime, and then some of the tips that lead to interceptions. Overall, how do you, I know it's immediately, but how do you take away from those opportunities, those chances you seem to be taking?
Too soon for me to answer, honestly, too soon for me to answer. I want to watch the film. I feel like we had a lot of opportunities out there. I had a lot of opportunities out there to go out there and go up in the game, put points on the board, win the game. Ultimately, bearing everything that has happened or has unfolded throughout the game, it's, me asking myself, how do I respond from it? How I respond to it, how do I improve, how do I work, how do I dig deeper and find a way to figure it out, and that's my mentality. Thank you.